turn the tree into a log, it will burn for you, but it will never bear living flower and fruit. This was the thought given by Nobel laureate Rabindranath Tagore, first Indian to win the Nobel Prize for the book Gitanjali in 1930. Today we are celebrating Rabindra Tagore Jayanti, birthday of great literary giant Rabindranath Tagore. Rabindranath Tagore loved trees, flowers, climbers. He was a widely travelled person, and wherever he went, he always looked towards nature for the inspiration. He brought many exotic, attractive lianas, climbers, creepers, flowers to his native garden, and not simply he admired the beauty of trees, flowers, climbers, but himself planted those plants and flowers and developed into a beautiful garden. He used to nurture these plants and flowers while adoring the nature and also incorporating the thoughts vividly in the poetic creations or the stories. One story he wrote was The Value of a Flower, where he describes how a gardener with one flower during winter time went to the court of the king with the hope that he will get some reward for it. But before he reaches, he finds some person who is ready to pay him some amount because he wanted to offer the flower to Gautam Buddha. So meanwhile the king also comes in a procession. He is also proceeding towards Buddha temple, and on the way he found this flower and he also wanted to have that flower. The gardener told already some person has taken, so he can't give it. Then he told how much he is paying you. He was told this much. Then king made you can get 10 masha of gold or like that, and then again 20 and 40, both king and that person. So ultimately gardener realized the value of the flower doesn't lie in this. Why not both of them? He wanted to offer the flower to Buddha's statue. So why not to go himself and offer the flower directly to the god and to have the blessings, and that way he just goes to the Buddha temple and offers that flower, lily flower to the god. So this kind of thought. Not only that, he established the Shanti Niketan, Vishwa Bharati, where he had this tradition of offering the leaves of Saptaparani, Elstonia scholaris, to the scholars and the other dignitaries during the convocation ceremonies. And this Elstonia scholaris or Saptaparani, or Indian scholar tree, has the intellectual connectivity, and this is the state tree of West Bengal. He even created the local Bangla names for the beautiful flower which he found closer to the heart. For example, one is Petria volubilis climber, also called as sandpaper vine, or the Queen's wreath flower, Petria volubilis, having very beautiful blue flowers. He named it as Neelmani Lata. Then another climber creeper, which is called as Clematis gauriana, with fragrant white flowers, looking like fallen stars. So Rabindranath Tagore named it as Tarajhara. Acacia auriculiformis with golden flowering spikes. He translated into Bangla equivalent as Son Jhari. Another tree which is found in gardens and which is called Neem Chameli and is found in Jammu gardens also. Dogra rulers also planted this Neem Chameli, botanically identified as Mellingtonia hortensis. Leaves are like neem, but flowers are like fragrant chameli, so named as Neem Chameli. But this particular tree or flower was named as Himjhari by the Rabindranath. The plants, he was so much fascinated by that one plant was the Japanese camellia, Camellia japonica, also known as Char Gulab in Dogri in Jammu. This has beautiful flower, and the moment he saw this flower, he said this is a wax flower. Petals look like wax. And during one of his camping site beside a river in the Santhal Parganas, Santhal girl used to help. Rabindranath Tagore was carrying a pot, and that was of Camellia japonica. But it takes time. He wanted to see when it will. It was having a small bud, but it has not bloomed. So he was watering it and observing daily when it will bloom. The other day when it actually bloomed, the flower was not there. Then Rabindranath Tagore asked the girl, Santhal girl, and she came. She had decorated the flower in the here. So she inquired why she is being called. Then Rabindranath Tagore, just for this flower, and it has found the right position, right destination it has reached. So that was the love of Rabindranath Tagore, the great literary giant, for the world of flowers, trees. One tree which is sacred to our scriptures and Hindu traditions is flame of the forest, Bhutia manusparma, called Kinshuk in Sanskrit, Dhak Palash in Hindi, Kesuda or Khakada in Gujarati, Moduga in Telugu. This particular tree and flower is symbol of love also, the god of love, Kamdeva. Even Jayadev Govindam has mentioned the beauty of this Bhutia manusparma, Palash flower, and likened it with the blood-stained claws of the Kamdeva, which pierce the heart of the young lovers. So this particular flower was also found mentioned in the literary creativity of Rabindranath Tagore. Not only that, he used the holy color, gulal, developed out of the orange-red flowers of Bhutia manusparma. And all holy celebrations, Shantiniketan in Shantiniketan, Birbhum district, it was by using the flower petals of Bhutia manusparma. He has even likened the flowers as the flame of the forest, flame of the fire, Agnishika. Then another common plant found in India is glory lily, Gloriosa superba, Langli Kalihari we call it in Hindi. This is the state flower of Tamil Nadu and national flower of Zimbabwe. This was named by Rabindranath Tagore as Agnishika, and this was also introduced in his garden. Then Rabindranath Tagore weaved many stories and always wanted the preservation of trees, nature in surrounding, as they always encouraged him, inspired him for writings Without green environment, writers, poets, they also can't write that good. So, keeping in view with our Vedic traditions and the rich cultural moorings, especially on the Rabindranath Jayanti Day, we need to nurture this kind of thought process in the younger minds, so that on one hand, while pursuing the intellectual pursuits, let our scholars, students, kids take interest in watching the nature, in interacting with the nature, knowing the names of plants, trees, flowers and creepers around, and not simply knowing and adoring them, but also helping in cultivation, in planting the trees and flowering bushes in the garden. If they have no place, then definitely one can go for putting these plants in the pots, and then creative thinking process can be initiated in the young minds, so that the positive thinking and positive energy develops, especially during the time of lockdown due to corona pandemic we are witnessing in the homes. I think this is the time our kids can devote time towards creative learning, learning literature, and understanding the contributions of great personalities like Rabindranath Tagore, who was born this day, 7th May in 1861, and we celebrated 150th celebrations year of birth in 2011. That was the International Year of Forests 2011, and from 2011 to 2020, this is the International Decade of Biodiversity. So, understanding biodiversity in the religious context, cultural context, and trying to incorporate the positive values in the younger minds, I think this will be the real tribute to celebrate Tagore Jayanti today.